give a shout out to my sister-in-law, who's the anonymous Tina, which may or may not be her name. All right, so this is my first time doing it. I normally tell stories to preschoolers, so bear with. A little backstory. I was born and raised in Liberia, West Africa, and if my husband was here, he could vouch for me that I am scared of everything. I am not an adventurous person. I'm going to blame my dad for that. He was very cautious. So, Civil War in Liberia, we had to leave to go to America. My mom's American, so we were able to go there. And I just remember starting school and people would ask, you know, so you're from Africa, speak African. And I'm like, African's not a language, but okay, you know? And then they were like, well, what do you guys do when you were there? Like, did you have like TVs? And mind you, we had everything that they had in America. So my sister and I, since we were not very adventurous, would make up stories. Like we would ride on elephants to school, and you know, we had pets as lions and tigers, and so this was my normal, you know, lifestyle. So we had a chance to actually have an adventure when I was younger, and my dad took us to Kenya to visit his brother, and we went on a safari. So we drove from Kenya to Tanzania, and it was an amazing experience. We got to see the people in the Maasai tribe, and we went to this resort, and every day we would see like the animals getting closer and closer to the resort. And this day we're actually going on the safari in the van to go, you know, like you see in the movies. Like this is something that's huge for me because I'd never seen it. I'm from Africa, but I had never seen a lion or a tiger or anything. And the night before we leave, we get a story that there's a guy who was camping on the grounds, and a tiger had come into his tent during the rainstorm. So I'm petrified. I'm like, I'm gonna die on this adventure. This is it, this is it, I'm dying. So we go on this adventure. We're in this van. It's a small van. Spoiler alert, the story ends with me in the back of the van in the fetal position. So we're in this van, and it's we're driving through, and we can see paw prints, and there are the guys telling us the story about the lions that were there. We see a dead buffalo, and there's, you know, flies all around it, and this little girl on our van had to pee. So the driver's getting nervous, and I don't know why he's getting nervous, but we stop in this really tall grassy area, and so she has to pee outside. Obviously there's no bathrooms, so you can see like the grassy the grass moving back and forth, and we were like, what's happening over there? That looks cool. Is it windy? And the driver's like, please hurry up, you have to hurry up and pee, you know. So we don't know what's going on. Apparently there was a lion that was trying to eat her, and you know, that was what was happening. So this is all going on in my mind, and I'm like, you know, it's cool, I'm still an adventurer, I'm gonna be brave. And we get to this amazing, it was like the Lion King, you know, with the big tree, picturesque, huge tree, and under the tree are all the lionesses laying down, sleeping, and there is a male lion right under the tree. And so I'm thinking, this is beautiful. All the female lions are awake, and I'm like, I've seen those before. I just want to see what it's like to see a male lion awake, which, you know, well, mind you, I'm 8, so this is in my mind. I'm thinking it's a good idea. So the lion's about where that table is back there, and the van is about here. And so we're facing this way, and I'm thinking to myself, I think it's a good idea to wake this lion up. I think it's time it should be awake so I can see what it looks like. I want to see the full mane in effect, and so I'm going to wake up the lion. I didn't tell anybody around me. This was just my good idea. So the bus driver's telling us the stories, and he's, you know, very into what he's saying, and I just decide that I'm just going to open my window and lean my hand out and proceed to bang on the side of the van. This is going to wake the lion up. This is what's going to happen. It's all good. So not only do I do that, so I reach my hand out, and nothing's happening. Nobody hears me in the van. Nobody's doing anything, so I think it's not working. The lion can't hear me. Maybe I should just get a little bit louder. So I bang, and then I'm like, lion, wake up! And the driver, I never forget, the driver, I don't even know if this is the right accent. The driver comes and screams, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he comes running towards me, and I'm like screaming because I don't know what he's gonna do. My dad's like trying to hold me because he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't realize that I had tried to wake the lion. And he actually told me what happened was that we were close enough to the lion that it could have actually jumped and like ripped my hand off. And so I never went on a safari again because that was my last adventure, and I'm not brave enough to do anything like that ever again.